Yes, that's right. It's fair to say the man that offended Piers Morgan.
Twitch.tv/FLYZY. I'm live. That's where I go live at. That's where these videos come from. I don't film them. So if y'all want to watch with me on a live, you know what I'm saying, setting, ask questions, come on the Twitch.
More than anybody else I can think
Links in the description.
In the
Take accountability for my actions in my personal life when I'm Bakari, not when I'm showing you Mizzy on the internet. I don't condone what I do.
I don't condone what I do, but I still do it. I want to take accountability for my actions, which I am by saying, you know, owning up to it. But accountability also starts with you like not doing the shit anymore and like striving to be a little better. That's what I thought accountability. Accountability could just simply be admitting that you did the shit. It could not actually be. Let's look up accountability real quick. So it's acceptance of responsibility. So I guess technically by definition, he's accepting the responsibility of his actions, quote unquote. But I mean, you're still not changing shit. So it's kind of just, you're just chatting, you know.
Nor do I tell anyone to repeat any of my actions. People need to understand
that is true.
To detach social media from real life. As social media is just one big game. And Mizzy...
But see, here's the thing. We can't detach social media from real life, buddy, because here's why. The shit you're doing isn't scripted, it's real. Now, if you're doing scripted shit and then people are taking it to heart, then I get your point. You have a point. But the shit you're doing, as far as we're concerned, is 100% real. It is real because it's made the news. So you're walking into people's houses doing all this other stupid shit. So I mean, what do you expect? So there's no detachment or nothing on your social media we can detach because that's real shit you're doing. That's not how that works.
This online persona I created is literally social proof.
That turtleneck fresh to death, though.
Attention is seen as the purest form of generosity. And Mizzy is exactly what is wrong with this new online modern day society. You're all capitalizing on Mizzy right now. This interview literally has Mizzy on the headlines, bro. And you're making money over my appeal to the public, whether it's good or bad. Think about it. It's a simple distraction technique used by the mainstream media to divert attention from the real problems in this country. If I wasn't the TikTok terror or done what I needed to do, would I be on this show right now, or even on Piers Morgan? All these online personalities have had their own fair share of controversies, worse than mine even, and still have a platform. And that's because we give...
That is, what he's saying is fair, but it has nothing to do with what the fuck he's doing. Like, what he's saying is very true. I will agree. Like, he's speaking facts, but it doesn't contribute. It has nothing to do with what the fuck he's doing. Like, I don't know if he's doing this to show, like, I don't know if this is really a character and he's doing this like shit in real life for publicity to kind of show this message or convey this message. He put out this message, or if he just wants clout. I feel like he just wants clout, honestly. Because if he wasn't getting the attention he was getting, would he keep doing it? Probably not. So I don't know. I'm gonna just go off and say it's that, and then now he's just trying to flip flop it. But nigga, we know the truth. Same thing with the other dumbass who gave the food to the homeless or ate the food in front of the homeless guy. Same thing with him. He said it was scripted after niggas got on his ass for so long about it. It's like, even if it is scripted, don't sit here and try to portray it as real. And then when you get the response, the views or whatever, but it doesn't warrant necessarily the response you have where it starts to get hit. Because niggas was bashing this shit for weeks. Like, maybe he thought it was gonna die down. Niggas was bashing this shit for months. He still hears about it in his recent videos. So when you start to, when it elicits a response that you didn't expect or hate that you didn't expect, don't get mad and try to flip flop now, or don't try to portray, or don't say it's scripted. Like, if anything, put it scripted in the comments, or put it script. But see, that's the thing. Like, niggas want this publicity, but not all the hate and shit that comes with it. Which, to be fair, he's taking it pretty well. He knows the hate he's getting, but at the same time, don't sit here and try to say it's a character. Or it's a this and that. No, nigga, be accountable. You was just talking about being accountable. Yeah, it's a character. And but like, don't sit here and front. Like, say it how it is. It's a character, but I'm still terrorizing people in real life. Like, niggas try to be half-ass accountable, bro.
Give it to them with any type of
There's a difference between acknowledging your actions and being accountable.
As journalists, it's your job to be highlighting the misery of people in this country and figuring out what the causes are, instead of bringing some TikToker that makes silly pranks onto your show for views and ratings. It's all about...
That is very true, though. And he got him there. That is very true. There's so much more other important shit going on. Like I said, he's got a point, but we already know this shit. My thing is, why are we giving him attention, or why is the media, not in us? I'm different. But I'm saying, why is the media in like the global news and important shit is broadcasted to millions a day? Like, your grandma's most likely to watch this dude than she is to watch me. But yeah, we give these people that basically should be insignificant and not matter. Like, they should get attention, but maybe on TikTok. But we're giving these people international, national, international attention for this dumb shit opposed to like the important shit like the government or all the other stuff going on. It all is a distraction. That is factual. I ain't gonna deny my man's cooking right now.
And there's been many other pranksters that do worse things than me. There's guys that are doing, like, I don't even know what I can say on here, but there's guys that are doing rape pranks out here and they still have a platform to share their message. And I don't understand that because I have an actual message I'm willing to share.
Yeah, but it's the way you're going about it, but that is valid point. But it's kind of the internet, YouTube, Twitch, and all that shit is wishy-washy. Like, same thing with Myron Fresh and Fit. I bet their channel was still up. There's people that have done much less than are still on. It's just the way it is. There's double standards all throughout life, honestly. But you are only making the stereotype or yourself or us or whatever you want to try to portray it as worse by doing what you're doing. You try to sit here and say, oh, the stereotype, oh, it's, yeah, but I feel like when people claim that there's a stereotype being made and then they go out of their way to do shit within that stereotype and then feel away when they get stereotyped, yeah, you're only making it worse and you're living up to the stereotype that people already have. Like, if you're doing something different, then in turn you're kind of, oh, okay, maybe that's not true. But when you go and kind of egg on and dive into it, you can't be surprised when people turn around and like, damn, yeah, that's what niggas do. All they do is da da da. But think about it. He wears all black. He has this cap on in every fucking interview, but fuck the cap. He wears all black or dark colors. Today is gray, a gray turtle. And he's trying to look fresh to death on the internet or on the TV. But normally he's in all black hoodie. Like in the Piers Morgan interview, he had like a all black outfit. I think he had a hoodie on in this outfit. Nigga, you look like you robbed niggas. If you came to my house, yeah, motherfucker, yeah. The fuck? That's the thing. Yeah, a young black man in all fucking black. Not even fucking being black. If a nigga wearing that, just imagine a black hoodie, because that's what he had on that day, I think. Imagine a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, and that. I think it might double as a ski mask, or it might just be a fucking cap. I don't know. It looks like a ski mask. One that Yeet will wear. Yeah, if it doesn't matter white, black, or anything. If I see a nigga, first of all, if a nigga walks in my house I don't know, that's a problem, right? So don't sit here and act like that's a fucking stereotype. Anybody will fucking trip out. But two, this is like a little ass kid, and he's like, oh, my bad, wrong house. If a nigga walked in my house, especially wearing all black, yeah, I would think he about to rob this bitch. Especially in UK, they be stabbing niggas and shit. He probably was, yeah.
That's what I took from it, and I thought that potentially you were attempting to highlight racism by that prank.
And that's not highlighting racism, nigga. That's called your ass needs to be in jail for walking in somebody's house randomly without asking. What the fuck is racism have to do with that? If anybody to me, it doesn't matter. Stereotypes and racism don't matter. If anybody that you don't know walks into your house randomly, I mean, you should have had the door locked, but my nigga, I'm very sure regardless, you would have a certain reaction. You would be scared, especially if they're wearing all black, like I just said 100 million times. So you're not highlighting racism. If anything, you're highlighting fucking ignorance. Don't do ignorant shit or shit within the stereotype of black people and then try to say niggas and try to pull the black card, nigga. Like, it's not like you're just walking in public and then niggas is kind of, oh, leave, get out of here or whatever, right? Like, nigga, you're walking in somebody's home, which you don't have. So they kicked you out because you're a random nigga walking in their home, not because you're black. Like, this nigga, if you were white and you filmed you walking in somebody's house, the only reason the press knew, that's the thing. This nigga's stupid. You recorded it. If you didn't record it, it'd be a different story. The only reason the press is on it is because you recorded it. It's not, they wouldn't have probably talked about it that much anyways, nigga. If you were white and you filmed it, if you were Hispanic and you filmed it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Mr. Mike. If you were Hispanic and you filmed it, if you were white and you filmed it, if you were whatever race and you filmed yourself doing that shit, it would have taken off in views anyways. And he's talking like the dumbass white people on TikTok. No, I'm sorry. My bad. The dumbass people, white people, other people on, like there's a whole group like the Chupapi Monenu dude, right? He's a Mexican guy or Hispanic guy. He does the dumbass pranks. Even he gets hate too. Nigga, it does not matter. Minority or not, niggas that do dumb shit on TikTok get hated on by people with common sense.
If you and me hadn't gone, we think that, is this the place where the study group is? They wouldn't have been as shocked, would they? I genuinely believe that. But anyway, it did solicit...
Yes, they fucking would. Yes, it would be a shock. And even then, here's that bullshit, right? Common sense. Why wouldn't you knock? You just walked in. Is this where the study group? No, nigga. And if you've been to the study group before, you know good and damn well this isn't a house. So like, regardless if it was a mistake or not, a lot of people would be in a frenzy if somebody just walked up in their house. Especially in the UK, like a nigga walking up on you is different in the UK because they might stab you. Now, US, you know, they probably from a distance pull the gun out. It's not as bad. I mean, it's still bad. But UK, if anybody gets me in the UK wearing all black, nigga, I'm scared I'm gonna get stabbed immediately. Fuck out of here.
Interesting that you say that though, because I think if a young lad walked into my house as confidently and as brazenly as you did, without like asking the lady in the front garden, is this where the study group is or whatever, I would be nervous still.
Yeah.
Because I would assume that someone coming into my house where my kids were, my assumption.
And that's the thing, and I think the niggas' kids were in the house, so that's what made it worse, because I think in the video, and I could be wrong, their kids were either heard or walked past, I don't remember, and I might be lying completely, so don't worry about it, but yeah, if kids were in there too, which I think they were, that's even crazier. Yeah, that's even more of an obligation for you to get fucked up. I gotta protect my kids. That's what I'm saying. You violating, like, people have families to protect and shit, like.
Would be that you wanted to take something from me, like my car keys or anything.
I would be afraid you wanted to take my kids.
I would be nervous
but isn't that also a commentary on the fact that young people have a bad reputation?
That's
so it's not just.
What the fuck are you talking about? These niggas are. I don't know what they're trying to do. These niggas are stupid. The talk show hosts are fucking idiots, bro. Y'all are really trying to make reason of a nigga walking in your house. Okay, cool, bet. I'm gonna wear all black and then walk in their house and talk about some goddamn, not even a study group. Is this where Bible study is?
Like, there's been many other Mizzies before. Mizzies are online social media persona, like I'm trying to portray.
But do you think it's okay to frighten people in the way that
I ain't gonna front though. Him being white probably would have helped this case though.
You're not picking on, like when you nicked the dog, you didn't pick on a big strapping bloke.
Oh, that was crazy. Another prank he did. This nigga stole a dog from an old lady. I'm talking about like at least, no disrespect, maybe 70. I don't know how old she looked. I couldn't really tell. Like an old woman that couldn't run after and chase his ass. She probably was just looking in shock. He just literally picked up her dog and ran away. Like, I'm being so fucking serious. That shit blew me more than a fucking. I've seen people walk in people's houses all the time. Whatever. And then here's the thing: what's pathetic about him? My thing is, if you're gonna prank somebody, prank people that are willing and able to beat your ass at any time, right? Which, I mean, you get a little bit of credit for the house prank, but you picked like a nice neighborhood to do it in. You know, you picked a nice area to do it in, so you knew you probably wouldn't get fucked up. But you're gonna steal from old lady. Try to take I don't know, a man, woman, try to take a capable, probably a man, try to take somebody's dog that would chase your ass. And I go, you knew that old woman wasn't going to chase you. That's what I'm saying. You can say whatever you want about these pranks, nigga, but at the end of the day, you prey on the weaker niggas that you definitely probably scope out and be like, oh, this nigga looks like he won't fuck me up if I do this. Let me go do it to him. You pick people that you feel like you could pick on. I'm not yet to see one person chase his ass down and beat him the fuck up. I give a little respect to the motherfuckers that at least do it to everybody, even though it's still annoying. My bad. Yeah, no, but like whatever. Like I was saying, bro, you picking and choosing who your target.
Even that situation.
Why? Because you know you get your ass beat.
The dog took our chips. We're sitting in the middle of the park, me and my friends, and she was like to us.
This nigga said the dog took our chips. Now chips are fries in the UK, right? So nigga, why did you have your chips accessible to the dog? Dickhead, do you not think that's your fault? A dog's just gonna do what a dog's gonna do. Like, it's a fucking animal at the end of the day. What do you expect it to do? It's gonna do, oh, it's a fry, it's food. Let me go grab it. Nigga has animosity towards a goddamn dog. Like, I feel like he's just making it. He's just saying shit, bro. He sounds stupid as hell.
Did you say that though? Because I wanted to chat to you about that. Let's have a look at the dog clip.
Hello.
Oh, they got it.
You got a nice dog.
Sorry?
And the old lady probably didn't know shit about the dog taking the chips. That's the thing.
Nice dog.
She's lovely. She's
Gang, whole lot of gang.
Anyone that. I know around where we live, if you've got a nice dog, everyone's really nervous about this because dogs are getting nicked. That does happen because they're worth so much money that people's dogs are being stolen.
I'm about to start stealing dogs myself. I'm joking.
And just downright
and you
wrong.
have that emotional attachment
you
to a
do
lot
because
of your
it's
dogs
your dog.
as well.
And people,
Yeah.
you know, is it fair to say that when you're a young lad and do you think you're being goaded on by your mates to do things
like
that
I
you maybe
fully
wouldn't
know
do?
that I'm my own person in it, and I would do what I want to do. So if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have done it. But when you're with your friends and you're young and you're just hyped up and you're living in the moment, you get, like, sometimes you get a hold of yourself, innit? And you don't know what you're doing at the time. Everyone makes mistakes, and when you're young, you make the most mistakes.
All right, y'all, Moran, calm down. We're not about to sit here and, yeah, this is a mistake. No, nigga, you did it on purpose. It's not a mistake. You had time to think it over. You literally say you walked over there and grabbed it because it took your chips. So it was premeditated. It's not like, you know what? I see an old lady and a dog. Like, I thought it was, oh, shit. It's an old lady, a dog. Let me go steal that shit real quick. You nigga, you literally sat here like, damn, that bitch ass dog took my chips. We gonna get our get back. Then you went and grabbed the motherfucker. That's premeditated. That's first degree. That's first degree dog robbery, nigga. You're going to jail.
You did say you made a mistake on was the walking into the house, which we alluded to before. Let's have a quick look at that.
Oh, they were working on it, so that's why they had it. Oh, okay, I get that. That makes sense. All right, I thought they just left the bitch open. That makes perfect sense then. Cause if you working on a house, you're gonna leave the door unlocked or one door cracked or something. I feel that. I wouldn't leave it cracked, but you're gonna leave the door open because you're outside.
James? James? You man, come.
Hello, James.
We need to speak to James.
James. Come on,
Oh, I wanted to retract my statement, and I apologize because I said it 100 times. He did not have all black on like I thought he did. That was a different prank. My bad. I got him confused. I apologize, Mizzy. My fault. Even then, still, he walked in the house, nigga. He walked in the house looking mischievous. My bad, though. He didn't have all black on. I could have sworn he did. That is totally my fault. But, yeah, this shit.
Did you apologize?
Yes, I did.
You
I went there the
apologised?
next day on my own accord. Forget, because like I said, social media is like a facade. Like, it's literally a game. Yeah. On my own accord, I went to the house the next day and apologized and took accountability for my actions. I could have
No, that's not accountability, nigga. You probably traumatized somebody's kids, nigga. You were, let's say you were acknowledged. I feel like we should separate the two. Acknowledging your wrongdoings and having accountability is two different things. And that's why I'm saying another thing with him too. He walked in, and not only did he walk in, but he sat down on the chair. So that's another one. So like, that's what I'm saying, bro. He still, I think he did do damn much, but whatever.
At the time when I was doing it, I didn't see that there was a kid there until James mentioned, "Oh, we got kids," and I left straight away because I have a child myself.
Mizzy, can I just ask
How old
you
is
one
this
question?
nigga?
You've
Mizzy, dick. 2004. Nigga's 19, he has a child. Okay, he's about my age. So my nigga, you were, regardless, I wouldn't do some shit like that, but you're basically a grown man with a child and you're doing dumb shit like this and your brain doesn't click, oh, there's children. I wouldn't want anybody to walk in my house while my child is in there. Lord forbid. Let me just go do it to somebody else.
And how do you feel people have mistreated you?
Because of the way I portrayed myself is essentially...
Okay, it's not mistreatment then. However you, and this is in life. This doesn't matter what you're doing or any, bro, listen to me. Y'all, unless you are playing a scripted character and it's not harming nobody and it's whatever, right? However you portray yourself in life, even if that's not truly you, however you portray yourself is how niggas are going to take you. And whether that's the real you or not. If I act like a dumbass all the time, on camera, off camera, however you portray yourself or act is how people will treat you. Even if it's just acting, it's not really you. But unless people explicitly know that, but they don't. And we know that that's really you because it's on the news and that's real shit you're doing. And it's on file and you have a couple charges, I think, but it's the UK, so they'll probably just smack you. They'll probably just spank you a little bit with the studded belt, maybe 1 to 2 slaps, and then let you go like they've been doing.
You're somebody who understands the consequence of your actions, and I think there's certainly some truth in that, because of course the consequence of your actions are that you become a megastar. There's no doubt about it. Young people,
megastar, I wouldn't call him that because he's like a dime a dozen. Like there's a lot of other people probably with more followers than him that still do the dumb shit. And I'm not even talking about the famous ones or the like huge ones and shit. I'm talking about like smaller ones that do this shit. So there's a group of them. Like I said, the dumbass that ate in front of a homeless dude. There's a bunch of them. Like, what's the long-term goal or purpose of this shit? If that makes sense. Like, what do you plan to do? Because at some point you're probably gonna get deplatformed or booked in jail for a long time. So, or not even booked in jail because you could be probably killed. So what's the point? Like, what do you plan to do at the end of all of this? If there even is an end, you plan to be 60 years old doing the same dumb shit.
You know, when you steal somebody's butt dog, when you walk into somebody's house, those people are frightened. And by the way, you didn't vault a Jewish person. You pushed the guy into the road. And that, I have to say, is something that if I was just stood the bus stop and I got
and that's who he did push. I mean, he vaulted, but he couldn't get over. So he kind of, either way, he pushed dude in the road. And he could have been hit. He said that he looked and there was no cars coming, but I'd still be pissed as fuck if somebody pushed me in the road. So you never know. A motherfucker could hit the corner. He could have tripped and like tore a ligament in his knee and then been staggered on the ground as the car comes and hits him violently. Like, shit happens too fast nowadays, you know?
You are part of a culture that is so selfish that says that, you know, what makes me famous, what gets me into the newspapers, what gets me on TV is more important.
And the thing is, a lot of this is quick. Like, as quick as they come up, they'll fall off just as quick. Like, it's hard to have longevity in super stupid shit like this.
I mean, look, you're staring at me, but I think it's a legitimate question, isn't it?
I've got a question for you, Mizzy. Now, do you think that social media itself has pushed you to sort of...
Nigga like think he Kanye or some shit, just staring at niggas like, you're not Kanye, nigga, calm down. Like, Kanye actually was putting truth out there and like kind of low key doing things until he started to act dumb, and then everybody turned on him. But he actually had a crowd behind him. No crowd is behind this nigga. No logical. Nobody above the age of say 13 probably. Nobody but really 12, because like 13-year-olds have common sense and know this behavior is unacceptable. Nobody above the age of 12 is rooting for you, my nigga. No adult, or there are probably some real stupid ass ones. No adult human being with a logical functioning brain is falling behind what you're saying.
You're attempting to be an anti-racism campaigner, right? You're essentially trying to tell people that racism has meant that you have...
But it's not fucking racism, though. It's just you're doing shit that nobody could get away with. Like, if you're just walking the street, you're literally antagonizing yourself and getting mad when people go ahead and antagonize you along the way. It does not matter if you're black. You being black, though, definitely doesn't help. I will say that, but what the fuck?
Can you answer my question about whether you believe that you are part of a narcissistic society that is willing to take...
I think he is, because, yeah, that's what and that's perfect. These niggas are, I guess, really dumb, but narcissistic to a very small degree. Like, yeah, I got to do what I need to do to get famous. So I'm going to go fuck everybody else over. I'm going to go make everybody else's life miserable so mine can be better. And not even be better in a way of make money. I just want to be famous. Like, nigga, it's cool to have all them views, but if they don't equate to, like, any sort of income, does it really matter? I mean, to the like, in the sense of you're doing dumb shit. You having a lot of viewers doesn't equal you having a lot of influence, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Just because you can get 100 million views don't mean you've influenced 100 million people.
If you go out and you waste the skills that you've got, your intelligence, your ability to dominate social media, if you use that by upsetting people,
and that's the sad part too. He's probably like a very smart, bright young man, though.
People into the road, threatening people. If you do all that,
but he's just going about trying to gain his platform the wrong way.
Stealing people's dogs because they don't have the intelligence.
But
and they
this
don't
has
have
been done before. This has been done before. I am the first person that has done this. It's just a formula.
Let me finish. This ain't the...
But see, now everybody blows up off of it too. That's why you can't put that if I'm not the only one. There's probably hundreds and thousands of people that have tried this shit. The only difference is they either get fucked up or they haven't blown up from it. That's what you also got to keep in mind, because it's social media. Social media is a game, but you could also very well lose it while trying to win. So
BBC, baby. Right, there's other people who are going to go out and follow your lead. And the reality is, I say to you, you seem like a nice bloke. I'll even buy you a pint after this. But shame
a pint
on
of
you
what?
For
They can drink. I forgot they can drink in the UK at age 8.
Lowering, don't get a proper job, don't get a proper education. What you can be, you can be like Mizzy. You can wander around, jumping in people's houses, stealing people's dogs, pushing Jewish people into the street, threatening to kill people.
It's the Jewish part that kills me. Like, let's say he pushed a nigga in the street. We know he's Jewish because he had a certain attire. That's why they're saying Jewish. But I don't know why the media always does this shit. We were talking about it last video, or the last video that I posted on YouTube that came from a stream, twitch.tv/highflyzy. Yeah, nah, but we always got to add that Jewish part to add more insult to injury. Nigga, he pushed a nigga in the street. That's, bro, what's going to get headlines? Jewish nigga gets pushed in the street or nigga gets pushed in the street? Both of them got pushed in the street. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does. If you put Jewish, I think it does, probably. But I'm saying, to me, it don't matter. If a nigga gets pushed in the street, he gets pushed in the street. No, but he is dumb as hell, though. You probably shouldn't have picked the Jewish person, because that shit gonna be hung over your head forever, bro. Just because he was Jewish. He was anybody else, he probably would have been straight.
The UK laws are weak, simple as.
Well, they can't do weak because you're now being...
No, they are weak as fuck, because his ass should have been, but like he would have been, especially if he's encountering the same judges, like he probably would, because he's in a certain area within the bro, they would have booked his ass a minute ago, especially if he's on cameras, all evidence is recorded. They probably got people to testify. The nigga would have been in jail for at least, and I ain't gonna say he would have been like locked up for no 20,000 years, but he would have been in there for like a couple months at this point.
Do you think that you doing this on social media will encourage other people to commit crimes that potentially could cause a lot of damage?
Yeah, because they see other niggas getting views, but we're not gonna sit here and blame it on him. Other people might see him and take inspiration, but there's 100 other people that do the same shit. Now they might see him and be like, oh, I want to. He might be the breaking point or the gateway to it. He might be the gateway drug, because everybody's gateway to this shit is different. Like, he's not the first one I've seen do some shit like this, but him contributing to the problem isn't really the biggest problem, though. It's the problem itself, because he probably saw somebody doing it and then in turn, oh, this gets views, I'm gonna do it on TikTok.
Do you think you've encouraged that kind of behavior? And he's not answering the question. Do you think
I don't understand this whole...
Do you want to be like a good
hey, no, hang on a second. You can do that to me. You're not doing it to a guest. You stare at another guest again, and I'm going to personally remove...
He said another guest again. That's the only fucking guest.
you. I'm not taking the mic. I'm
You got a string of spit hanging out there.
not taking the mic. You glared at her in a threatening fashion. You do that, I'll drag you out by the hair, and you can be as hard as you pretend you are. You can be as hard as you pretend you are. You apologise to her right now, or you're
You
leaving.
know I respect you, but I'm done here.
A lot of damage, and by damage I mean it could cause somebody to, you know, be incredibly injured or something like that. Do you think you've encouraged that kind of behaviour? And he's not answering the question. Do you think
I
you've
mean, I
done
don't understand this whole...
Can't see his full face. Either way, I don't know. And he could have been trying to be. I don't think he was trying to be intimidating. But at the same time, you're staring at her like a dipshit, and you look mean as fuck, and you've been glaring at niggas. So I guess. I ain't gonna say. I mean, I don't think it was like. I don't think she was intimidated at all. But it could be viewed as that. Either way, you giving her a mean. Even if you're not trying to intimidate her or whatever, you're giving a mean mug, nasty ass look. So what do you expect? Yeah, I guess. Because at first I thought he was kind of wilding. Nah, dude is not wilding though.
I'll drag you out by the hair, and you can be as hard as you pretend.
No, though, and it's what he was saying. I feel like, and I know this. I'm not trying to pull a race card to reach, but I feel like if he was white though, and he looked at her like that, he might not have gotten that same heat from him. That's the thing. So dude might have low key just proved his point, but we'll never know. We'll never know, and that's irrelevant. But yeah, he was looking kind of nasty. I mean, fuck it. But that's the second time he did that though.
Threatening guests does not happen on my...
Now you're wilding now. Threatening guests, looking threatening and actually threatening somebody is two different things though. That's where, like, if you would have ended it there, you were good, nigga. He didn't really necessarily threaten anybody or clearly make Shorty feel threatened. Look at her body language. She was chilling. She knew the nigga wasn't gonna do shit. She probably low key wants to get it. Look how she looking. He probably gonna clap them cheeks later. The way she was looking, she probably fucked with this prank shit.
My show under any circumstances.
What's her name though? I'm gonna look her up for research purposes myself. But yeah.
I'm very sorry, but the way he glared at you is not acceptable. We never should have had him on the show. I didn't even want him here. I think the guy's a complete and total fool. And the fact that I attempted to have a...
Okay, now you having a little fake rage though. Like, why did you stop your hand? Like, if you mad, get mad. You fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta hit one of them, and you sit here and then hesitate. Like, you ain't want to hurt your hand. Calm down. Like, you're doing a fake fit. And I know it's fake because, you know what I'm saying, white people be turning red when they get mad. You're not even red. You're the same. You've been the same pink the whole interview.
A sensible interview with an idiot like that is absolutely disgusting. And security, get the security from downstairs and get rid of him. Get rid of him for Christ.
Nigga, oh, your scripted ass. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Stop trying to be hard, nigga. Come on, nigga. Like, it was cool if he would have stopped it at the point that at the first point I said he should have stopped that, he would have been good. But when he continued it a little more, I'm like, all right, nigga, you kind of reaching, talking about he threatening somebody, but then he went further. Nah, that he fucked himself over. Now he went from looking nice, cool to look like a corn dog. You fucked up first by giving this nigga the time of the day. So I mean, getting mad is only gonna give him even more than he wants, and now he's gonna be on another talk show, and somebody's gonna try to do the same thing.